Back live in effect, reporting from Casa de Warren. My name's Darius. I'm here with my main man, Marcel. We're still putting together
me.
Legos.
I'm the main man. As opposed to the artificial man. Or the secondary man?
Side man.
Side man.
Yeah, man. We're in here.
The yeah man.
We're in here philosophizing. And
Lego. Oh, the ASMR. Let me grab the mic real quick.
We touched on... We made mention of Google, and my wife gets pissed at me a lot because, like, I'll be sitting around, and I'll just ask her, like, hey, do you ever wonder blah, 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 and she'll be like, why don't you just Google it, like, but I feel like that kind of takes some of the wonder and mystery out of life. Like,
perhaps that could be the case. I'm not sure if I really agree with that. I mean, I think it takes more away from the like conversation that you would have with your significant other or your friend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when
maybe not the wonder though, like the mystery. I think you kind of want to solve that, but like you're like kind of lacking the conversation because instead of just like talking to someone about it, you would just be Googling it.
Exactly. That's what you don't feel like that. Like just kind of. Come on.
You like that?
No! Nobody is gonna like that.
Hey, if you're still watching, let me know if you like that in the comments below.
Alright, we'll be done with that bit.
The ASMR
That was the ASMR segment that we did get approved by our marketing team.
Yeah, we're trying something a little new there. I don't know if that's gonna...
Hey, I think that went perfect.
I feel a little dirty, personally.
Here, let me get some snaps in there of the Legos.
Goodness. Yeah, that would be the like you're gonna put a piece down, you know. I think I just
get a little bit of snap action. Oh, it doesn't snap.
Inside.
Oh, that was good. Let's try that again.
But yeah, man, I definitely feel like Google has spoiled us in the sense that there really is no mystery, like, or like, you know, you don't ever really have to wonder about anything, you know, it's just all...
I mean, you have to be wondering about the unknown. There's still a lot of things that aren't known.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true. I guess Google doesn't know everything. Do you remember life before Google?
No, I think Google came out before I was born.
Yeah?
Or like when I was very, very young. Like when it came out in the early, was it in the 90s or the early 2000s?
Oh, man. Now, see, that's a mindfuck for me. Like, for someone to not remember a time where you just couldn't...
You had to go to a library?
Yeah. Or like, you know, just find someone who knew. You know?
Yeah.
Like, or video games, like... You know, you would, like, maybe be lucky enough that a video gaming magazine covered a secret in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely remember those, like, secret cheat code books.
Yeah, dude.
I did have one of those. That was fun.
Fucking having to write down codes and, you know, stuff from...
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, like...
I do remember those, but I think the internet was around when I had those. We just... had the books, so may as well use it, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because when I was growing up, we had the like the gaming room, if you want to call it that, equivalent to a gaming room, was out in the garage.
Okay.
And there wasn't like a computer out there, so if we were out gaming, we couldn't really just look something up online.
Right, yeah.
So you'd have to like go inside, ask your parents to use the computer, and then you'd just be. You'd be leaving your video games. Why would you want to do that?
Yeah, and that's if you're lucky enough to know of a website that even has the cheat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because like in the early days of the internet, like it wasn't easy to find legit stuff. A lot of people would be just trolling.
Yeah, just stuff they made up or rumor that they had heard that they're spreading as gospel. Were there ever any video game rumors that you grew up believing and then found out was a farce later on in life?
None in particular that I can remember. I'm sure there were some things growing up that I was like, oh man, that's crazy. But I don't know, we didn't. I don't know, man.
The big one for me, being a like hardcore Street Fighter and Akuma fan, there was a rumor that if you beat the game on hard, and did all of these other impossible things, that you could get Akuma in Resident Evil 2. Dude, you don't know how much heartache I went through
I can only imagine.
trying to unlock Akuma in Resident Evil, because that, like, how cool would it be to just throw a fireball at a zombie, or fucking... Sure, you can uppercut, like, a zombie into a bunch of other zombies.
Sure,
like,
you can.
Yeah, man. Like, I had so many hopes and expectations of,
Hopes and dreams.
Yeah, is there any character, like even, maybe not even in video games, but in fiction at all, that, like, that's your main man, like, that stands above, like, all the other characters?
Well, like in Smash, I was with a Kirby guy.
Kirby, okay.
Yeah. What were you in Smash? This is a
Oh.
new conversation starter. You go up to a new girl that you want to ask out. Ask her what her Smash character is.
That tells you about a girl? Really?
It tells you everything you need about anyone. It doesn't have to be a girl.
Oh, okay.
Just anyone.
Oh, yeah,
Anyone.
I'm kind of afraid to answer this. Back in the day, I was pretty down with Captain Falcon.
Okay.
I liked Captain Falcon.
Falco. Pow!
Exactly, man. Like, that was, like, so satisfying.
That was
like,
very satisfying.
fucking clock somebody with a Falcon punch. But, like, the newer versions of Smash that I've played, I kind of lean more towards Ganondorf.
Okay, still similar.
Yeah.
Still hit him with the big move.
Yeah, but, like, you know, low effort, high reward.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that was
Hey, that's all I needed to know about you. You see, I told you.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Damn.
Look,
It tells
right.
you the type of person.
exactly.
So, like, okay, so you're, like, Kirby has carried you through, like, all versions of Smash, or, like, the newer versions, too? Like, have you...
Well, I did. So Brawl was that was my main Smash game. I do have Ultimate,
Yeah.
but I got Ultimate because of nostalgia from Brawl. But I didn't have any friends to play Ultimate with, so it was like I didn't actually play that much Ultimate. Actually, I did play a lot of Ultimate. I did the whole campaign of Ultimate, but like I didn't play like couch, couch
so,
Smash on Ultimate.
competitively.
Well, not even competitive. I mean, it was never competitive. I guess like with your bros, I wouldn't call that competitive. Competitive Smash, I think of like,
Oh man.
the pros.
I wish I knew you in some of my when I would have like my game nights, man. It was competitive.
Because literally, like, I mean, when I was playing Brawl, back when I was like 10 or something with my brother and my friends and stuff, I did not realize how the moves worked.
Okay. Yeah.
I knew that if I went side B, it would do the hammer,
Yeah.
and I knew that if I pressed B, I would do the suck, and I knew if I went up B, I would do the pain move, and I know if I did down B, I would be a rock. I did not realize that the A button also had the same thing, and that it would do different things whether you were in air or on the ground. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I only thought that it was the B button. So I was just spamming the B button
Oh man.
into my entire career
Yeah.
of Brawl.
That
good
reminds
freaking
me
times,
of
man.
a valuable lesson I learned. Cause like growing up, like grade school, middle school, I played a lot of fighting games like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, but like. Back then, like, you would rent a game from Blockbuster and you'd only have it for the weekend. So, like, I would just learn the character's special moves and then, just play the game. Like, like you said, like, you just do the special moves. Until I was about 16, 17, I got my first job at McDonald's and we went to this older guy's house. His name was BJ. And he worked at the Eastland McDonald's here in town. And, he was just using normal attacks.
Yeah.
And, like, waiting for me to do things that were, like, he made me realize.
The game.
Yeah, and he made me realize that, like, you can learn the special moves, but, like, the regular moves and, like, spacing and, like, just, he made me realize, like, I was only playing half the games, like, all of that time, and then, like, I really started, like, digging in and taking fighting games serious, but, like, yeah, it's crazy how, like, your perspective, like, you think you figured out, like, all you need to know, but then there's, like, this whole other, portion of the game that, you're not even, like, scratching the surface of, man.
Yeah. I mean, that was, like, pretty much was me with Brawl. Like, I just literally didn't even know.
Yeah.
The A button did anything. I knew, like, if you held it down, you would do a rapid punch thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I had no idea that there was, like, 30 different A moves. And only like 4 B moves. I was like, man, I'm really limiting myself here. But man, I would just walk up to people and just freaking try to hammer them. That was like all I did. It's good times, man. Good times.
Man.
Literally, if I tried to do what I did in Brawl to like any professional player, I would just get absolutely stomped, dude. It wouldn't even be funny.
Oh, well, anytime when you start, like, if you're playing against somebody that knows, like, your character's frame data, you know what I mean? And, like,
That's a problem.
Yeah, it's like, you're not gonna beat that person, man. Like, but then I don't see how you could be that kind of player with a full-time job and a relationship, though, too. You know what I mean?
Oh, I
like,
can see it, man.
in a healthy relationship, though?
Oh, for
like,
sure, dude. Everyone's healthy. I like, one of my things that I'm good at is just memorizing completely useless information. That's why I'm so good at my job. Because I just memorize the most dumb crap ever.
Yeah.
Like, if anyone watching knows of League of Legends, I know Darius is not familiar with it. I did try to get him into it, but he wasn't interested. There's like 150 champions, each with 5 abilities and like 40 items. Okay? So total, that's like 500 unique things that you need to know, and
Yeah,
I know every single one. Yeah. So, you know, I'm just good at doing that, and I have a full-time job and a relationship, and I can do that. Now, I don't know, like, every single possible interaction that there is. There's a lot of...
But, okay,
funky
so
ones,
how
but-
how would you think you'd fare against people on the Pro Tour, though?
I'm not good at the game, but, like, as far as game knowledge goes, I'm possibly more knowledgeable than some of the pros.
Well, and that's what I'm referring to as far as, like, knowing the matchups and, like,
Oh, I don't
actually
know
being able to
matchups.
execute. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that you would be able
I don't know
to be-
matchups, though, either. I just know, like, what the moves do.
And see, that's what
The
that's
pros know, like, the matchups that they play, but they wouldn't know, like, the matchups that other teammates play, and that's what I know. I'm freaking stupid. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, they're crazy. They'll freaking, they know some wild stuff.
That's right. I don't think you could be a productive member of society and still, you know, like, be able to execute. And then, on top of all of that, to perform under the pressure of an entire crowd watching the match, and, like,
Oh yeah,
I don't see how you would have to.
it's a good time. It's a good time. I mean, yeah, I couldn't do it, but there's people that can, man. A lot of people that can. But no one said it was going to be easy. Nobody said it was easy.
Coldplay. That's what I was trying to think of in the last episode. You did the
Coldplay sung Paradise?
Yeah, and
Nobody
song
and
there.
nobody said it would be easy. I'm just
yeah,
pulling out
like, you're
Coldplay
just,
songs for no
channeling
reason.
Coldplay, or you know, this was okay. And this was pre-marriage. This is
Clarify, he did not have a woman in his life at this time.
Well, no, it's a story about a woman. It's just a story about a different woman.
Not his wife.
Fucking,
Very clear, he did not marry this woman.
yeah.
At least
but,
not for an extended period of time.
But I was, you know, spending time with a woman, and I like, you know, you put on some music, you know, to kind of set the mood. And she
Never
was
done
like-
that.
She was like, she goes, my parents listen to this. I was like, oh,
Oh, that's such a turn off, dude. Oh, no.
yeah. I was like, I gotta get my life together.
My parents
Yeah,
listen
I was
to
like,
this.
oh my god.
Oh, there goes the
Yeah,
mood.
clearly too old to be hanging out with you. And then, yeah, that's why I kind of stopped playing the field after that. Like, Jesus Christ,
Hey,
man.
well, it could be worse. All right, it could have happened to me. So.
That definitely would have been worse.
What if
for you.
you're 20 years old, you play, you do that, you curl your mustache.
Yeah, I'm like, my parents listen to this.
Like, you.
Fuck.
I'm 20.
Like, so this
What?
isn't-
How old
this
are your
isn't- this
parents?
isn't- Well, no, I was like maybe 24.
Yeah, but if
at
it
the
happened to
time.
me,
Yeah.
I'd be like 20. You were 24?
Yeah, I was at one point. Yeah.
How young were her parents, dude? What the hell?
Well, that's what I'm like. How young are you? You know?
Well, yeah, I mean, but, like-
it's time to go.
I mean, presuming she's over the age of 18, okay?
Yeah, so she said, but clearly.
So she's...
That's what I'm saying. So clearly, there's a disconnect somewhere here.
You can't look at a woman and tell if she's over 18?
She looked over 18.
Yeah, okay.
But, like, I wasn't going to go off of that after her saying that. You know, like, it's time to wrap this up, you know? Like, this clearly isn't happening
We
anymore.
are leaving!
Yeah, like, hey, she's leaving. Shit. Like, but yeah, no, man.
That's
It's like
interesting.
it's time to stop playing the field. I got in a serious relationship after that, but
Oh man.
yeah, those were good. I
Big
mean,
D
those
the
were
player.
semi good times. I mean,
Oh, it's a book.
because I had a couple roommates, and you know, we would throw parties and stuff. It was good times in that aspect. But
Yeah, I bet that was a good time. The memories.
sometimes
You take to
they
your
were good
grave.
times, but yeah, sometimes not so much.
What do you mean?
Well,
How could it ever be bad?
Another time, you know, just hanging out in that apartment complex. This one guy, he just tried to walk in our apartment.
Right.
Didn't live there, and he's like, "Hey, where's boss at?" And I'm like, "Bro, nobody here knows you. You need to leave." So then he.
But where's
left.
boss at though?
We don't know. Not there. Not in
You
our
don't know
apartment.
who boss is?
Yeah, no, man. But,
Oh, okay.
I'm like, bro, you're at the wrong apartment. And then he goes to leave, but then my buddy's dad stayed right across the hall, so he starts jiggling that handle like maybe boss was in there.
Right,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Okay,
So,
naturally.
like, man, we're gonna have to. And like, so I kind of like, you know, like because I didn't want to fight the guy, so I'm just kind of like gently trying to walk him out. Like, hey, man, that's my friend's dad's apartment, man. That's not where you're.
It's not
working
boss.
for. Yeah.
What if that was boss though?
Like if my friend's
What if your friend's dad was
secretly
a
a
mafia?
crime boss?
Yeah, it was a mafia boss.
Just that would be
You just didn't
really.
know it.
That'd be really fucking cool, actually.
Yeah, hey, look, you learn something every day.
Yeah, and call in some favors, but I don't think that was the case. I think.
I mean, he was doing a good job. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because you're not supposed to talk about the mafia. That's for sure. If you're
You're
in the
not?
mafia.
Really?
Well, yeah.
How do you recruit new members?
They're born into it mostly.
How did you get the first members?
Well, the first members are probably long dead by now, I would assume.
Yeah, but how did you get them? Like, if everyone's just born into it, how did you get the first couple members?
Well, I would imagine that a few friends amongst, like, their cousins and close friends were like, hey, we should start an organization here, do some fucking crime. You know?
How does that come up in conversation? Hey, if you're a member of the mafia, I guess you're not supposed to tell us,
Yeah,
but
they're not
if
gonna tell.
if you do want to break that rule, you can comment anonymously. Just make a throwaway account and let us know how you get new members into the mafia.
That sparked it weird. Me
If
and
you're not supposed to talk about it.
my buddy,
How does this go?
his sister, every now and again she would walk by and we'd be like, there is no mafia. And she'd be like, what does that fucking mean?
There
You
is
know,
no mafia.
like, at one point, like,
She doesn't
she
need to
just
know.
gets so mad.
She doesn't need to know what it means.
Yeah, it's like there isn't one.
I mean, that's what it means. There is no mafia. I mean, do you really need to
I'm so
elaborate?
fucking tired of y'all.
Do you need to elaborate on that? There is no mafia. It's just what it is.
Good times. But
No
yeah,
elaboration needed.
yeah.
Here, check this out. It's someone's hat.
All right.
Goes right there.
Yeah.
Boom. Hat. Hat secure.
So, first job you ever had?
First job I ever had. Am I
Yeah.
legally allowed to talk about this?
Are you? I don't know.
That's a great question. It's off my resume.
Oh.
So I don't know if I'm legally allowed to talk about it.
I don't, man, as old as I am now, like, I'm not gonna put every fucking job I worked on my resume. Like, that's not, I don't remember the address of the Chinese deli I worked at for a week. In
A
fucking
week?
Curbs. Dude, I was such a piece of shit employee in my youth.
True.
In my youth, dude, like,
True.
if I got tired of working somewhere, I just stopped going.
Wow. Piece of shit.
Yeah,
Holy
dude,
crap.
like, I just would, like, but, like, I have, here's a shock to the system. I have, really bad anxiety.
Oh, really?
So sometimes,
I have no idea.
a lot of times, rather, actually, like, situations would just get to be too much for my senses, so I would just take off running in a lot of instances.
Right.
Like,
And did that, now,
like,
in the long run,
literally.
did that help with your anxiety, or do you think that hindered or hurt your anxiety?
well, I've learned how to manage it now. Because,
Right.
like, there's plenty of situations, like, every day where, like, in my brain it's just like, okay, just break the computer and run. You know?
Just break the computer and run.
Yeah, but, like,
Right.
I fight through those feelings now, as opposed to giving in to them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. No, my first job, I worked just as a cashier at Ace Hardware.
Ace Hardware. Ace
Yeah.
is the place, right? With the, what do they say?
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Yeah. Okay.
Got a little guitar riff at the end there.
Yeah. Damn, using Ace Hardware, huh?
Yep.
My first job was under the golden arches of McDonald's.
Wow, classic.
Yeah, man. In which, like, honestly, was a lot better than a lot of jobs I had prior, man. Like,
See, I couldn't do food, man. That's my problem. I can't work in food.
yeah.
Yeah.
But see, there's cash registers there, you know. But
Yeah, but like, if the person who does the food doesn't show up, they're gonna be asking me to help, and I won't be able to.
Well, you wouldn't, because like you have to know how, and they like, especially if they were short-handed, they wouldn't just put you in that situation then, because you're not gonna learn during fucking dinner rush.
Look, I ain't risking it, man. If they want to start teaching me,
well, yeah, no, you would definitely get a heads up now if they were like, yeah, you need to be trained on this. There wouldn't be any getting around that.
be like, all right, 2 week notice. Here you go. See you around.
Not touching it, huh? You wouldn't even drop the fries?
I'd probably drop the fries.
Yeah, because that's
But,
actually...
like...
That's a gravy shift, dude. If you get to do fries for the day...
But, like, I mean, one thing, first thing, you're doing the shifts. Next thing you know, you're touching lettuce. Third thing you know, you're putting beef in the microwave.
Well, you never have to touch lettuce. They make you wear gloves.
You have to touch the lettuce
so
with your gloves.
you're not really touching it.
Look, you're touching it. Right?
Okay, well, if you're wearing gloves and you touch something, are you really touching it?
Yes.
I say no.
I mean, no, you're not.
Yeah.
But, like, mentally, yes.
Well, I mean, yeah, because some things, like the sensation, like you would, like, because tomatoes are wet and slimy.
Sometimes it's worse, man.
So, yeah, you
Touching
would,
the gloves on.
you would definitely feel the tomatoes. Or the pickles. The pickles are pretty cold and slimy,
Yeah,
too.
exactly. Like, you know. Like, you don't feel, it's not like
Yeah.
touching your fingies, but, like, that latex isn't very thick, It's not like a freaking winter mitten.
Yeah. Now, see, with, like, things like that, like, if an animal gets hit by a car or something and it's, like, by your house and you have to move it. Now, even wearing gloves and having to touch something like that, yeah, that sensation is, like, pretty...
What, touching a dead animal?
Yeah, it's pretty harrowing.
No,
like, that's...
fine, dude.
Fucking... Like,
No problem
I
with
could
that,
still feel that sensation, and this was, like, over a decade
I mean,
ago.
the scary part is when you touch it expecting it to be dead, and then it's not.
Oh.
That's always fun.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't intentionally touch a dead animal unless I, like, had to.
Coward.
I'll be a coward all day, every day.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's, just got...
Touch an animal carcass? Because, like, you don't know where they're at.
Oh, but it's like, if you need dinner,
That's different.
what are you going to do?
No, that's different. If it were up to me to slaughter my own dinner, I'd be a goddamn vegetarian, man. I couldn't kill an animal.
You couldn't?
No.
You couldn't just, like, grab it by its neck and just squeeze until the life is drained from its body?
No, man.
See, I was talking to Jennifer about this, okay?
Kill
Do
an
you
animal?
think, no. Do you think you could kill a man with your bare hands? Not, like, physically, because, like, I probably couldn't physically do it.
Yeah.
But, like, mentally.
Absolutely.
You think you could?
Absolutely.
A man,
Like-
but not an animal.
Yeah, dude. Animals are defenseless. Humans are fucking terrible.
Come on, man. What if you're, like, murdering a nice guy? Like, what if they just
No,
didn't do
I
anything
couldn't.
bad?
I couldn't kill someone that was innocent. But like, say if like a man was trying to kill me, yeah, dude.
Like, okay, let's say you were hired by some guy to murder someone else.
Oh, as
and
a
you,
hitman?
Yeah, but you didn't know anything about the person you
No,
were
I
trying to
couldn't
kill.
do that.
You wouldn't know.
I couldn't be a contract killer. No.
For money. Get paid.
No.
Big cash. Big dollar bills.
Well, because then it's up to you to make sure you get away with the murder. Also,
Okay, let's say that for some reason you're in a society where,
like, murder's legal. Like, it's like purge society.
like, yeah, you still one day. I don't know. No, it's just we're not worrying about the prison time. Okay, give whatever reason you want, but we're not worried about the prison time. You know you're gonna get away with it.
So okay, so your consequences are off the table.
Consequences are off the table.
Could I kill an innocent person?
Could you suck the life force from someone with your bare hands? Like
I
just
mean-
staring into their eyes, just squeezing their neck,
Like,
watching
I mean,
them
like,
gasping their last breath.
is the person like a chomo or like a,
It's just a normal deal. You don't know anything about the person.
Yeah, no, I couldn't just kill an innocent stranger.
I could
But
probably
like, and you could?
I think so.
Yeah?
I mean, why not?
Like, you could just straight up murder somebody that you had no prior knowledge of?
I just don't
Like,
see
if
why
there
you
were
couldn't.
no consequences?
I mean, it's not like I would do it. You know, obviously I would never do that. But, like,
Yeah.
I could, probably. I don't see why I couldn't.
How could you for no reason, though? Like, if there was no reason behind it?
I mean, if you have a reason, it makes it worse, you know?
No, it doesn't, because, like, that person could have a family. That person could be a really good person. That person could be...
You see, so when you start adding those reasons in there, that they're a good person, they have a family, you know, then it makes it harder.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, if it's a total stranger and you don't know if that person has all that going on, like, how could you be okay with just killing them?
Because you don't know those things.
That's crazy.
Just assume that nothing's real until you're proven otherwise.
So then, a part of you kind of wants to kill someone.
No.
If you...
I could. I don't want to. I would never, and I don't want to. Absolutely not.
I
I'm
think
just
you
saying
want
I
to
could
kill
do it.
somebody, man.
I don't want to kill anyone. Like, I'm not interested in murdering anyone, alright? No
Which,
interest
I mean, no
in
judgment.
murdering.
You know, no judgment.
There should be.
Like, if that's, you know, I don't want to yuck somebody's yum, you know what I mean? Like, if that's...
No, I think if someone's yum is murdering someone, you should absolutely yuck it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, because, like, if you, like... Okay, how do I even put this to where I don't seem like a maniac?
We're already past that point. I think.
Yeah, probably. But, like, I mean, you can't help what you're into, right? Like, if you're born, like, with the burning desire to, you know, be a carpenter, or the burning desire to ride motorcycles or jump out of an airplane, like, granted, yeah, your brain's fucked up, but if that's the way you're wired and you really just want to fucking kill people, then, like, join the military, you know? Or, like, work in a prison on death row. Like, you could put that person's, you know, urges
Work in a prison on death row.
Like, I mean, if you really want to fucking kill somebody, you know what I mean? Like...
I mean, I guess, yeah. Like, I mean, if you want to murder someone, then I guess there are legal ways to do it.
Yeah.
And potentially ethical. But don't just kill normal people.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, or just a random stranger. Like, I would say, like, if you had an urge that, like, you should, like, kill somebody that deserves it, you know? Because there's plenty of people out there that do.
Whoa!
You know?
Hold on. See, I'm under the assumption here that probably no one deserves to die.
You don't think chomos deserve to die?
What's Komos?
Chomos?
Who's that?
Child molesters?
Oh, child molesters?
Yeah, or
I mean,
like...
I feel like, you know, there's worse punishments than death for that. You know, like, you could just torture them for eternity.
Well, yeah. But, I mean, doesn't that make you just as bad as they are, though? When you, like, stoop to, you know, like, because, like, okay, like, you find out somebody's like that and you kill them, you're just helping society.
Are you?
Yeah.
I mean, now this poor guy can't contribute to society anymore. What if he had a job? What
Yeah,
if he was,
but...
like, working the 9 to 5 at McDonald's, and now someone can't get their fries?
That does not outweigh diddling kids.
But it's still making it worse, man.
It's not,
Because what if you can make it so the guy doesn't do horrible things to children, but he still works at McDonald's by torturing them, right?
How would you have the capacity to work a full-time job if you're also being tortured?
As soon as the job ends, you go to another job.
Oh, fuck.
Never stop.
So that's
working.
the torture, is just that you
have to work at McDonald's
until you expire.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Hey,
okay, I can get behind that, actually.
Yeah, that we're cooking.
But the only thing is, they would have to be monitored to...
They would just have to work at a fast food restaurant where children aren't allowed to go.
Well, not that, but, like, even the quality of the food, though. Like, because if you are on, like, a 47-hour shift, you know what I mean? Eventually, like,
okay, if
your
you
productivity...
tell them, we'll let you live if you make high-quality food. If you make bad quality food, we'll kill you. And then their life is in their own hands. And then if they want to die, they can die.
But
they
I mean,
can choose
like...
to die. And that's their own choice.
But I'm saying, though, like, if you force someone to work, eventually, physically, they're not going to be able to perform at a satisfactory level. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I mean, yeah, they have to like sleep at some point, so you have to give them like.
Yeah, you'd have to
a
give
little
them
bit of
like
time to
breaks
sleep.
and stuff, and then you'd have.
But
to
they would
let
just
them...
like sleep in the break room.
Damn.
Where there's no kids. Well, I told you, fate's worse than death, man. That's what we're talking about here.
I mean, that's pretty bad. But you're still working in a McDonald's, so eventually they would have to feed. Now, would you be able to...
it was an example of McDonald's. It could be something worse. Is there anything worse than McDonald's?
An Arby's.
Arby's? Okay, put them on an Arby's.
Fuck, man. I worked at an Arby's for about a week.
You know, just make them do the job that no one wants to do. And then they can either choose to do it and live, or they can just choose to die.
And
then you're not the one killing them. They're killing themselves.
But see, like, that would take a lot of money and resources.
They're contributing. You don't have to pay the person to do that 9 to 5 job.
You still have to feed them.
They work at a food place. They probably eat for free.
Yeah, you'd die eventually, though, if you ate McDonald's 3 times a day every day.
I mean, you were going to kill them anyway, weren't you? So, I mean, what's the big deal?
That's food, though, that could have gone to someone.
But it wouldn't have been prepared.
I don't know, man. I think you would just be better off just killing them.
I mean, you know,
or
it's a hot take.
Like war criminals, you know? Or,
I mean, you could just, like, dig out their brains and, like, make them a killing machine, you know? Man. They're obviously already good at killing, so you just make them a killing machine, and then you turn them to your own side. You know, you, like, kidnap them, dish out their brains, turn them into a robot to fight for you.
Oh, man.
You know, do, like, horrible, unethical experiments on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's more fun than just killing them. Like, killing them is just, like, it's humane, it's easy, it's boring. Well, who wants to do that?
It's not, but the justice isn't supposed to be fun. It's just supposed to be setting the world right. You know what I mean? Like, because then, like, if you're enjoying exacting justice on someone, it's not justice anymore. It's like revenge, or like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not doing it for the sake of making things better. You're doing it for enjoyment.
Does that not make things better? Is joy not the greatest thing that can ever happen to you?
But if you're taking joy in doing evil, doesn't that make you evil?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought we were all evil.
Well, you know, I did before.
Did you say that earlier, that everyone's evil?
I said most humans. I didn't say all of them. Like, there's good people.
Well, yeah, just have the ones that are, like, mostly evil, and just have them do horrible things to the completely evil ones. And then the non-evil one people can just live our lives freaking just chilling. Solo bolo. Just having a good time. Uninterrupted by the horrors of society.
There are so many.
Ignorance is bliss.
Now,
I'm making a sushi with soy sauce. Holy
outside
snap.
of the car wreck that you've had a couple months ago now, I guess, or was that like a month ago?
It wasn't a wreck. I blew out a tire and almost died.
That's literally a car wreck.
I didn't crash. Just my tire blew out, and then I just had to pull over on the side.
Oh,
of the
so
road.
you pulled over. You stopped on your own accord.
Yeah.
Well, okay. The minus the car mishap. Have you had any other near-death experiences?
I was almost struck by lightning one time.
Holy shit.
I think, anyway. I mean, I was just out on the porch during a thunderstorm because, you know, I was, like, freaking 10. Right?
Yeah.
And then the only thing I saw for, like, half a second was just white. And then I was like, I'm going back inside. So, you know. I don't know how close it was. Maybe it was far away and it just, like, was bright or something.
Yeah.
But
no, yeah, that's close enough.
That, or there was that. I mean, I'm sure I've been, like, close. I mean, I've freaking broken my bones and stuff, so. Have I told those stories on the podcast? I broke my bones?
I don't believe so.
Alright, well, we'll do that. So, I've broken both my arms. This arm, left arm, I'm a lefty, so this was my own arm, happened when I was playing outside with my brother on a rope swing. So, we had a rope tied to a tree. That was it. That was the swing. It was a rope tied to a tree. And so, you know, we're just swinging around the tree, you know, doing normal stuff that kids do, and we're, like, just playing around. And we discovered that if someone held on to the middle of the rope and someone else grabbed the end and pulled it away from the tree, that the person that was holding on to the middle would go up. Because the rope would, like, become taut and he would go up.
Yeah.
Okay. So, naturally, two kids and want to have fun with this. So I would hold on to the rope because I'm the smaller. My brother's bigger than me. And brother would grab the rope and he would pull on it and I go, wee! You know, wee! And I looked at my brother and I said, pull it as hard as you can. And so my brother was like, all right. He freaking yanked that thing. So we did sprints at full speed. I fly up. I, like, rotate around the rope because my momentum was more than the rope. And I just fly.
Oh,
Probably hit, like, I don't know, at least, like, 6 feet in the air. If not more, maybe, like, 10 feet. I couldn't see because I was the one flying.
Yeah.
And then I land. And I couldn't breathe. I got the wind knocked out of me so bad. Like, my face, according to my brother, turned, like, blue.
Oh,
because I couldn't breathe for so long. My brother's side of the story was he knew that when I hit the ground and I wasn't crying because I couldn't breathe, that was... My brother was freaking the hell out because, you know,
Yeah.
I just hit the ground after 10 feet and I wasn't crying.
Yeah,
That's a problem.
Big thud.
Yeah,
man.
big thud.
Man.
And then I finally get, you know, my bearings and I probably start... I don't think I actually cried, but I was just, like, trying to breathe.
Yeah,
And I finally got myself together and I'm like, all right, we're going to be done. Because if you were ever a young boy playing out in the yard with your brother or other friends... You would play until someone gets hurt.
Yeah.
That was the general rule.
Yeah, that's usually when it's time to stop.
So,
yeah.
we're like, all right, we're walking back in, and we're walking back in. My arm is kind of starting to hurt as we're walking back up. And I'm like, man, my arm hurts. What's laying on it funny? No big deal. And as we get up, you know, go all the way into the house, I'm like, man, my arm really hurts. This really hurt me. And I sit on the couch and stuff, and it's just hurting really bad. And then they take me to the emergency room, and he broke it. And I was like, all right. Well...
So there wasn't, like, any, like, protruding bones or anything?
No.
Like, it wasn't that, like...
No, it wasn't. Like, I didn't realize it was broken until we went to the hospital. I think maybe, like, my parents might have had an idea, like, a thought that it was broken, but you're not going to tell your youngin' that you broke his arm, you know? Don't want to freak him out. So, turns out... What? What's going on here? This isn't
Oh,
right.
man, this is the part of the podcast where age catches up.
Yes, because we don't have a couch, Jennifer.
That you are not obligated to buy.
That you are obligated under all circumstances to purchase. Anyways, anyone who has broken a bone will probably tell you, once you've broken a bone, the next time you break a bone, you know it. Like, your body just knows.
Oh, like it's obvious at that point?
Yes, it's obvious.
Like...
So my next bone breakage, I was just on the playground at school. I was in elementary school, probably like about 4th grade, I would guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just playing on these big tires. I don't know if your school had just tires in the ground. You know, like tires that like dug halfway underground.
Like an obstacle course?
I mean, it wasn't an obstacle course.
Like where
you call it
you
like
kind of
that.
like, you do this?
Like big monster truck tires that are just like halfway stuck in the ground. You can, you know, go under them or you can climb on top of them.
No, man.
Dude, okay, well, my school had them.
Yeah,
I loved them. They were cool.
Our school...
And I was just playing on it, and we were doing this game where, like, someone's on top, like, a whole bunch of people are on top of the tires, and then someone's it, and if that it person goes under your tire while you're still on top of it, like, you don't jump to the next tire before they go under, then you're also it, or, you know, whatever, you're a sucker, or, I don't know, something like that. So the person, you know, goes under my tunnel, my tire. He doesn't come out the other side. I didn't see him come out the other side.
Yeah.
So I, like, lean over on the tire. And the tires are not tall. These are, like, maybe 4 feet. Okay? And so I just fall. Like, 4 feet. Like, it was not an impressive fall. Maybe even, like, 3 feet, because I was kind of leaning over.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I just fall on the ground, and I, you know, immediately knew that my arm broke. Because I had broken my arm before. Yeah. So I'm screaming out in pain to all my friends. I'm like, I broke my arm! Get the freaking nurse! You know, get the duties that are supposed to be out here watching us on. I'm just screaming. And no one believes me. Because I fell 3 feet. You know, like no rational person would think that you broke your arm. So they're just looking at me like, what the frick? And I just start crying. And they're just like, what? And then finally they bring me, you know, the supervisor comes over and brings me into the nurse's office. Sure enough, broke my arm.
Damn.
And then that one.
That sucks. Nobody believes.
That one was this one.
Like,
yeah, no. I mean, I wouldn't believe it either, dude. I fell like 3 feet. How did I break my arm on that? I guess I just fell on it funny. I don't know.
So they just thought you were being a baby, basically.
I thought that was like looking for attention or something.
Yeah.
Or they were probably just confused, honestly. I mean,
Yeah.
these were elementary schoolers, so
What the hell?
you know.
No, dude, our playground, we had a jungle gym for like, they had just got done with it, like maybe a week, and then the truck that delivered the food for the cafeteria ran into it. So the playground was just like the little tire type material like underneath a jungle gym, but that's like all that it was.
Man, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, man, that's fucking public school system in St. Louis.
Apparently.
What that is, man.
Yeah, but that wasn't the end of the arm, right? So they put me in a cast, and then it healed wrong.
Oh,
Like
man.
it was like offset or something. Like the bones weren't lining up right. So they took it out of the cast, and they were like, yeah, "You got yourself a problem right there, brother." And so they had to re-break it.
Damn.
Put me in another cast and put a pin in my arm to hold the bone in place.
Now, were they kind enough to put you to sleep?
I don't remember having my arm broken, so I would assume that I was asleep.
Yeah. Like, thank God.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to have some more floor
I
here.
have no idea how they want me to do this.
It's like, yeah, they're supposed to be shit.
Yeah, hold on. So it's like this? Hold on, give us just a minute here, folks. We've gotten to a difficult part of
Yeah,
the
we're in
Lego
the shit.
task.
That's what's going on now.
Okay.
I was supposed to have some more floor, but I don't have it.
But when they finally took it off, the pin was, still stuck in my arm, which was cool. It was literally just like a big freaking metal rod with like a ball at the end of it. I don't know why there was a ball at the end of it, because what they did, it was under the cast. So, the cast was over the pin and the ball. So they took the cast off, and there was just this pin with the ball. And the first thing they did was just take the ball off. I'm like, what the fuck was the point of the ball? I guess it, like, helps the rod not, like, shoot through the cast or something. Like, I don't know. But they took the ball off, and then no sedation, no nothing. They just, like, go to yank it out. And so, like, instinctively, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And I, like, kind of flinch. And then the nurse asked, like, does it hurt? And I was like, no. It didn't hurt. It didn't hurt at all. But you could feel like your flesh closing around the hole as the needle or as the pin was pulled out. It was like the weirdest thing ever.
That does sound like a very weird
But it didn't hurt. It
sensation.
didn't hurt in the slightest. It was just an interesting sensation. No pain at all though. But yeah, it was definitely really cool. I was just like, oh okay. I can just like feel that just being like sucked out of my body. All right, I think I got my thing. You got your thing?
I'm missing floor. Cause like, okay.
Uh-huh.
No, look.
I'm looking.
So, this is this, yeah? Right? Like we're looking at the same thing?
All right.
But then on this page, this piece has room for more floor.
I see. Let me, so you're missing that one right there. So there's a one right there.
What's missing?
Yeah, right there. So this probably, I would assume, I'm not looking at your thing, but I would assume that this goes, oh, frick, wait. It would be like this. There we go. Yeah. And then this is what you were missing.
Ah.
Boom, there you go. Also, you got like this upside down or some shit, because this is supposed to be on the inside.
God damn it.
So I don't know what's going on there. I'm going to have to redo that.
Well, trials and tribulations.
Trials and tribs.
Building Legos, man. This is why this is I stick to, push a button, punch that guy.
What is this? Where did I just put? Okay, there it is. All right. Okay. I feel like you just had it like upside down or some shit. I think you were close.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to remake this. Where do these go? What are these? Is it on the top?
I don't fucking know, man. That's probably like a page ago too, yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's what we need, like the elevator music, you know, for moments like this, and we can put like a technical difficulty.
We don't need to do it. I'm almost done. Okay. Solo bolo. We shillin'. Okay, here's where these are. So this one goes like this. Are we sure about that?
John Cena.
Oh no, what's going on? What? Huh? What the? Why is? Huh?
Yeah, dude, I told you I was fucking it up.
I'm just as confused as you. Look at this. Okay, hold on. Okay. So that's perfect. And then it wants turn it. And then it wants this, which you are almost dead on. This goes here. And that goes... What? What? That's that. Okay, so then just stick that right there. To go. Oh, it goes like. Okay. I got it. Okay. And this one goes here. Okay. All right, and then boom, bam, skaboosh.
All right, back in business.
No, you're back in business. Woo! Sorry for that brief intermission, folks. Editor, cut that out. Don't need any of that. You're gonna have to go back to your page where you were. I don't know where you were. Right there. There you
go. Oh yeah. With all the, cause yeah, I ran out of floor.
Yep, you ran out of floor, and then I found your floor.
Yeah,
and then I fixed your other issue. That was you were gonna have in like 3 pages. Look at that. Teamwork. See that trust that we're talking about? We should just build Legos.
Oh, I see. Cause like you're still
trust
building.
fall into Legos. All right, we'll run it past the supervisor here. When we
instead of a ball pit, it's just a fucking pit of Lego.
Oh, that's even better. I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just thinking like we just do one after the other. But yeah, that's great. That's so good. There's no way Corey will deny that. There's just no way.
I'm surprised that I know you're not a professional wrestling fan, but I'm surprised that hasn't happened in professional wrestling yet, though. That
Legos?
Yeah, that they didn't do. Well, no, there has been matches where like, because it's a big hardcore trope where they'll have a bag of thumbtacks and you like slam the guy into the thumbtacks. So like a comedic
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, remix on the thumbtacks is they'll like pour out a bag of Legos and then slam the guy onto the Legos. So that has happened, but like a whole
They actually have had Legos in professional wrestling.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like on multiple occasions.
Dude, there's this Japanese wrestling company called what are they fucking called? Is it
Banana Lickers.
Noah, I want to say. It's probably not Noah. It's probably one that's more indie than Noah. So I don't want to like slander any fans that may watch Pro Wrestling Noah. But there was a pro wrestling company where this guy Kenny Omega wrestled a blow-up doll.
Kenny Omega, right?
Yeah, he wrestled a blow-up doll.
Okay, understandable.
And then the blow-up doll had a follow-up match with another guy.
Did the blow-up doll win? Why did he have a follow-up?
Yeah. The
blow-up doll won. Holy shit! How did he lose?
there's been a match where that same guy, Kenny Omega, he wrestled like she was like 7 years old. He wrestled with like a 7-year-old girl. There's been matches held in like ponds and office buildings. Like wrestling has
How does this
gotten pretty ridiculous over the years, man.
Okay, hold on. So it's like this, and then
Have you heard about the latest wrestling scandal with Vince McMahon?
no.
The he was I think he still he stepped down. He was the CEO of WWE, but apparently he hired this chick for the sole purpose of like sexually assaulting her at the office.
That was his reason for hiring her?
Yeah, like one
So he
time
paid money to assault a woman. Can't you just do that for free?
you would think, especially if you're like a billionaire, but I don't know. I think maybe that was part of the appeal, because like some of the stuff that they were doing to her and like saying to her, you know, I think part of the appeal was like.
Is this an alleged things that they were saying, or legitimate things that they were saying?
Well, it is alleged because like he of course isn't admitting to anything.
Right.
But he had her sign an NDA. But then he stopped paying on the agreed amount that they...
So then he just didn't even pay. So, like, he paid a girl to sexually abuse her and then didn't even continue the payments.
Correct.
That's just rude, man. If you're going to sexually abuse someone, at least pay him, for God's sake, man. Come on.
Yeah, no, he was like... I think they said he paid her like $1 million.
Oh, okay.
But the agreement was $3 million, though.
Oh, okay.
And then, like, yeah, he just...
No, but was, like, in the
paying.
the agreement that she was going to be sexually assaulted? Like, did she agree to be sexually assaulted? Or did she agree to the $3 million and
well,
then
it
the
seemed
sexual
like...
assault was not in the contract?
No. Well, the $3 million came after. Like, she was in a made-up position in the WWE.
Right.
And she did earn a salary, but, like, after, I guess, so many sexual assaults, she eventually, like, left... Or no, what happened was Vince McMahon's wife found out about the abuse.
Okay.
And pressured him to end the relationship. And then he pressured her to sign a non-disclosure agreement, and the agreement was for $3 million. So, like, she probably would have kept working there.
She was paid to not talk about the sexual abuse.
Right. Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
And, like, he was, like... Because, like... He had, like, naked photos of her and stuff, so there had to be some, like, cooperation on her part, like, whether or not, you know, like... But, like, he had, like, naked photos of her and videos of her that he was showing to other people in the office, and then eventually he started...
We've all been there, you know? Let's not get too ahead of ourselves here.
Yeah. But, yeah, it was just,
We've all done some things that...
really sick shit, man. It's getting harder and harder to tell people you're a wrestling fan these days.
Hey, I mean, just say that you're into the wrestling part, not into the sexual abuse part. I don't understand. This isn't like connected. Like, I don't like this. Just is this the intention of this? I don't. Yeah, it's just. Am I missing something? It just suspiciously rests. Just like that. Just not attached to anything. Okay. Alright. Sure.
That looks nice, though. Is that a restaurant?
Hold on, dude. I'm missing like 37 pieces here. Holy crap. Okay, so this. All these are probably extras. But these two are not extras. These must go... This must go here. I must have missed this. Okay, so that probably helps it stay in place better here, I would assume, right? Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Alright. And then, this goes where? Donde estábamos? It's not a real word, by the way.
I told you, man, I didn't really pay attention in Spanish class. I took it, but, you know, for other reasons.
What were the other reasons?
I had the hots for the Spanish teacher.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Yeah, that's like... I would say the majority of my decisions in life were tied to either, like, getting girls or being near girls. That was just kind of my motivation back then.
Trap door into the world's smallest room. And then he's got a balcony. Okay. I'm a little bit... I don't really like this door, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Or this window, this wall. I think once you put something on top of it, it'll be better. But, like, right now... It's like... It's supposed to... be like that.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not, like, attached to anything. Which it's supposed to be that way so you can play with it. You know, like, open this up and, like, put your little doll in there or whatever. But...
Yeah.
Wish it had, at least some slight connection right now. But... Oh, it does! Oh! Folks, Lego's a genius. I knew it, dude. Lego will never fail.
Oh, yeah?
If you think something's a little bit weird and that it should have been done a better way, they did do it a better way and you're just an idiot.
Oh, okay.
And that's a fact. Lego is a genius. So, look at that, folks. We have really put this together here. We've come quite a ways. I have built this entire backside. I don't know if you remember from what we showed you at the beginning, but check that out if you can see it. We got, boom, look at all that, looking fantastic. It's really awesome. Really, really awesome. How you doing over there? Getting it? Almost done, dude. Looking like those pieces are dwindling.
Yeah, somewhat, but...
That is fantastic. Just fantastic. Oh, I got a cop in the next bags. So, folks,
yeah.
This has been your Lego ASMR content. Again, comment what you think. Do you want to see more Legos? I mean, we have 6,163 pieces to get through, so we can definitely do more of this if you like to watch us build. If you don't like to watch us build, tell us we're stupid and idiots in the comments.
We may have to... Because, like, I mean, if we get an editor, you know what I mean, and we can kind of, like, maybe get some camera angles, too, like, closer in.
What do you mean if we get an editor?
Well, when we have it, when the editor...
I mean right now, you mean when the editor...
starts editing. When he starts editing, we can get some closer shots, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, zoom in, enhance.
And we can, like, some
focus.
Some snap cuts.
I don't know if you can do, like, focus.
You know, where we started, and maybe, like, a wide shot of a time-lapse camera, you know, so you can kind of see the
I don't know if we'd have to get, like, a new set for that, because we built, like, the half of it without the time-lapse, but...
Well, yeah, that's what, like, if we do future Lego editions, like, you know...
If!
Well, I don't know how popular this is going to be, man. We had a lot of dead air.
Brother, our last 3 episodes have gotten less than 10 views, so I don't think we can do any worse. But I guess we'll find out, huh?
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully not, though. You know,
yeah, I mean, hopefully it's just perfect and fantastic.
Up, you know?
Trending up. Look, this is what Big D got done.
Yeah, a little...
You got that, and I got...
a little wall.
This.
Bigger wall.
So...
But, you know... I'm still learning the ropes of...
Yes, one day he'll be as good as me.
Half the pieces weren't the... I was today years old when I found out I'm, I guess, partially colorblind. So...
Well, it was white. You thought it was white.
I thought it was gray.
You thought it was gray and it was white. Is that
like...
really colorblind or is that just shade blind?
Shade? I can't even fucking pull off being colorblind, right? Like, Jesus, man.
Hey, maybe it's a new thing. It's maybe you see the world just differently than everyone else.
Yeah, well, no, definitely. There's no question about that. Like, I interpret things.
He sees the
very fucked up.
Differently. Well, we got to end on something here. What are we ending on here? We got to ask a profane question. I mean, we hit the pretty crazy questions this episode of murdering people.
We talked about that.
That's always...
Oh, okay, here's one.
Always murdering. Okay. What do we got?
If you're starving, could you eat a person?
Could you eat a person? Well, no. For me, I'll just answer that right away.
Yeah, you don't think
I couldn't eat just normal food if I was starving. So, let alone a person?
So, wait a second. You haven't eaten in days. You don't know when your next food is coming from.
Right.
You don't think you could eat a hamburger?
No.
Damn.
I would probably
dude.
like take the bun off and like eat just the top of the bun that hadn't touched any of the burger part.
Yeah, you just eat the bread?
Yeah, I just eat the bread.
Okay.
And have that pull off for me. And like maybe the patty, but I definitely wouldn't eat any of the vegetables.
I can kind
or
of...
any of the sauce. If there's any sauce on the patty,
yeah,
I'm like rinsing it off.
Oh, shit.
Don't like sauce.
Like, if I was starving, I don't think I could eat, like, a bowl of corn. So, I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And let us know in the
die.
comments. That's what we're ending you on.
Yeah.
Is there something, including a person,
Yeah.
that you would not eat if you were on the verge of starving to death?
I think I would have an easier time eating a person than a bowl of corn.
Hey, there you heard it from Big D first. Easier time eating a person than a bowl of corn. For me, pretty much anything, I just wouldn't eat. And I would just die. I'm just dead in that scenario. But let us know what you would do. What would you not eat if you were starving and about to die?
What's the one food? Yeah. All right, and with that...
Always remember, folks.
Yeah.
Don't jump off bed.
Philosophy.